Hi everyone, it's Richard at altFINS. Today I'm going to review a couple of trade setups as well as show you another custom filter you can use to find coins that are in an uptrend but have pulled back recently but are still near their all-time high that was achieved recently. So let's get into it. In terms of the potential breakouts or existing breakouts, I'm going to go ahead and filter my screener by watch list, which includes my curated charts. And here we can see there's a big mover chain link, symbol link. It's up 15%. It's up, the trend is up on the short-term basis, but down on the medium and long-term basis. So it's an early uptrend potential reversal, a trend reversal. And if we look at the chart here, we can see that it reached a bottom around 1750, then it bounced up and got rejected at 200-day moving average. We talked about that being a very significant level typically, especially if it lines up with a horizontal key level, which in this case was 25. So we got rejected, pulled back, but bounced back again, and in doing so, it made a higher low, right? The previous low was about 1750. Now the downswing bottomed out at $20, and now it bounced off up and above the 200-day moving average. Very bullish sequence of events. So we made a higher low, which is an indication of an uptrend, but it is early. Is also broke above the $25 key resistance level as well as the 200-day moving average. All right, clearly the momentum is strong. There's a bullish MACD histogram trend and a bullish crossover. The RSI has crossed above the 50 center line as well. So this is a very bullish action. I think that this price is likely to revisit $30 in the near term. Again, this is something that we mentioned in our curated chart yesterday, that a break above the 200-day moving average as well as $25 key level would be considered very bullish. So if you do use the platform appropriately, then these curated charts can be good clues as to what to anticipate or what to do when a certain event happens. Especially if you use the alerts for price levels, for example. Also, the other coin I want to take a look at is one that you're quite familiar with, I'm sure, which is Ethereum. In our curated charts, we talk about how the price has been consolidating in a descending triangle. Let's make this bigger. In a descending triangle, right, which is characterized by the support trend line horizontal at around $3,500 or $3,500. Consistently, the price has bounced off of that in the last couple of months. That's acted as a solid support level, and it also lines up with this 200-day moving average, which also gives that support level more robustness. On the downward sloping resistance trend line is indicating that each upswing was met with resistance and selling, and it's making lower highs. Clearly not a good indication, but this could very well be just a consolidation in in a long-term uptrend, which we indicate that on a long-term basis it remains in an uptrend, even though the short-term and medium trend are bearish. So now we have formed this descending triangle, and we are nearing the pinnacle, the tip of that triangle. So we are getting close to a breakout. Which way will it break? We don't know. Typically, the breakouts happen in the direction of the overall trend, in this case, uptrend. But we don't try to anticipate that, and instead we let the price lead our actions, in that if we wait for a breakout. A bullish breakout out of this would probably swing the price up to $4,500. A bearish breakout would probably swing the price back down to 3,000. I do think that a bullish breakout is more likely, also in part because of the robustness of the support line. Again, the key level 3,500 has held several times this month, and it also lines up with the 200-day moving average, which gives it more credibility as well. But if we see a bullish breakout of this formation, this pattern, the price could go to 4,500. By the way, you can read about the patterns in our knowledge base. If you go to our knowledge base, on the patterns, we have lots of content that teaches you what type of patterns are bullish, bearish, how to find them on the platform, how to trade them, and so on, right? So there's about 16, 17 different patterns that we discuss in the knowledge base. The other thing that we discuss in our knowledge base are various custom signals and filters. We're adding to the list of these tutorials, but we have about 8 or so tutorials now on custom filters that I recommend you take a look at. And today I wanted to demonstrate one of them. It's actually not on the list, but I'm going to search or filter for coins that are in an uptrend, so I add short-term, medium, and long-term trends are up, but have had a trading down today, so price change is below 0. Okay, price change is below 0. And we have one item. Okay, I see. The problem is that I still have my data filter applied, so I undo that filter. Now get back to this custom filter we're building. So based on what we've defined so far, we have 53 coins that satisfy that criteria. But on top of that, I want to find coins that are not far from their all-time high. So are about 10% from their all-time high. Okay. And oh, sorry, that should be last price is less than 10% from their all-time high. So we're not far from their all-time high. But and the all-time high was in the last 15 days, let's say. You can play around with these. Let's see what we spit out. All right, this is very restrictive, very constraining. So let's relax this a little bit. And let's make the price from all-time high. Let's just remove the all-time high price and just say that the prices had an all-time high reached within the last 15 days. Okay, so we got curve, we're familiar with that. We're still bullish on that. CVX is down 3.4%, could be interesting. And here's VLX as well. We can look at the charts. The point is, this is a filter that looks for coins that are in an uptrend, are close to their all-time highs, which is also bullish, and have had a pullback. Yeah, and these pullbacks could be buying opportunities, because obviously prices never go straight up in straight lines, but instead in upswings and downswings. And so here I would basically try to look for certain support levels. So let's just try to look at VLX, which is, I believe, a competitor to, basically an L1 network competitor to Ethereum. And if we look at the 6-month chart here, okay, so where's my support? It looks like it just got rejected at around what was this high here? The high was about 64 cents. It's about the same level that where it got rejected in early November. So around 60 cents. So that's clearly a very major resistance area. In fact, I'd say even this is a potential rejection. And so we may pull back. Pull back how far down? I'd say the next support level is around 40 cents. This is where it bounced off of right here. Yeah, the low was 37 cents. And so I'd say 37 to 40 cents is your support level. In this case, there's not a lot of action that's happened in this area to base our decision on, but it's also a level that's acted as a mild resistance here recently, and that was broken. And now, based on the polarity principle, the resistance has turned into support. So I'd say, you know, this could be a buying opportunity if the price pulls back to about 40 cents. The other thing that I really like about this action here is when you look at the volume. Wow, huge, way above average volume in the last few days on the way up, on the up days particularly, while the down days have typically a lower volume. So clearly the demand from buyers is easily exceeding the supply from sellers. So volume is also a great clue in terms of the supply demand picture. But clearly around the 60 cent level, the sellers are taking some profit off the table, and the buyers need to soak up all that supply from the sellers. So if the price comes back to that 40 cent level, it might get interesting. So I would say set up a price alert for that level. The way we do that, I've demonstrated this before, but I will continue to do that. We'll go to the screener under signals and filters. The instrument in this case is VLX. So I'll select that, add to the filter, and we want to be alerted when the price is below, in this case, right, 40 cents. So then I'm going to get an alert. Actually, I have to first create an alert. So right now I just created a filter. Now I create an alert that says VLX under 40. Maybe it's a buy. And now I have this among my other alerts under the alert section here, alerts management. Okay. And here I can disable, delete it, and the notifications will be on this page. So I suggest you recreate the screener that we use to filter these coins, and then you can save it as well and come back to it. And the cool thing is, if you save it, let's just go ahead and save it. So this is up, and close to all-time high. I'll say and recent all-time high. So now I have it under my saved filters right here. I can reply it again in the future. Okay, and the other cool thing is that when you go to your signal summary, then this custom filter that you've created will appear on the top section of your signal summary right here, on the bottom right here. So that way you can quickly just select and click on that number that will take you to the results right away. So that's a cool shortcut and a time saver for you as well. I hope that helps everyone. Good luck trading. If you have any questions, please email us at invest@altfins.com.